Hey everyone, welcome to the 55th tutorial in Python and the fifth part in the OOPS series. Today we'll be covering something unique in OOPS and that's called encapsulation. So let's get straight into it. Today we'll be doing a concept known as encapsulation. So what exactly is encapsulation? It literally means hiding our data. So it means keeping the internal details of an object hidden from the outside world. So you only expose what's necessary and you protect all the other data of an object. So this gives you more control of how the object behaves, and it locks your object's data in a safe and keeps it out from other malpractices. So let's execute it. Let's execute the same thing in code. Let's say we have a healthcare facility for our pets. So they have a class for their own dogs, and we decide to take our dog over there. So def init self comma name. For now, we'll not be taking age because it's our first time doing this, so it's best to keep it easy. And self dot name is equal to name, and we take dog is equal to dog Sam print dog name. So when you run the code, it gives us Sam. So right now, our name is public. So anyone who logs on to the veterinary hospital's website will be able to see our dog's name. But what if you want to make it private? You see, if they can if they can read it, or if it's public, they can change it or they can even delete it. So in Python, we don't have strict access modifiers like in Java, but we do have a naming convention. And it's just putting two underscores to make it a private attribute. So how can you make it private? Well, we just go right over here and put two underscores right before it. So if I want to access the object, let's say the user is trying to access the object. So of course, if it got changed over here, I have to change it over here. So dog name, and if I run it, as you can see, it gives us an attribute error. Dog object has no attribute name. You see, it's trying to hide the fact that name even exists from the user who's trying to access it. Or if I were to just try dog.name, as you can see, it once again tells us dog object has no attribute name. You see, internally, the attribute is still there, but it has been mangled or changed in such a way to prevent accidental access. So, if there are two underscores, this becomes our private attribute. So, let's say the doctor of our dog or the vet has to access our private information, which over here is the name of the dog. So, how can the doctor set or get the name of the dog without triggering an error in the system? So, for that, we'll have to make our own method for it. So, we made a method to declare or initialize the name. Now, we'll make a method to get the name and set a new name. So, def get name self, we just return self.name. The colon goes up over here. And now to set a new name, we'll make it def set name self, comma, new name because it changes over here. If new name is not equal to an empty string, self.name is equal to new name. So now if I change it, dog is equal to dog Sam, print dog dot get name, and we want to change the name to dog dot set name as Bolt. We change the name of our dog from Sam to Bolt. And then we again run the print dog.getName function. We're going to notice a change. As you can see, at first it gives us Sam, and now it gives us Bolt. So get name gives us the reading access. It allows us to read it. And set name gives us editing access. It lets us write over the data, but with rules. For example, we can't just delete the data out. And because over here, we've just made a precaution that if new name is equal to empty string, we'll revert back to the old name. So encapsulation lets us protect our data and enforce our own rules.
If this video helped you understand what is encapsulation, then make sure to subscribe and hit the like button for further videos on OOPS.